Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Melrose. I always knew once I built my dream house here on the island of Barbados, I would have to rent out one of the apartments in order to be able to fund the rest of the build. Completing the house went way over the predicted budget due to lots of factors and COVID being one of them. So I had to do what I could to make the house habitable on virtually no money or very little money. I managed to get the smaller apartment done to a standard where it is quite comfortable. The second apartment, however, was uninhabitable. So I just used the space as my workroom. Luckily, I did the guest bedroom, which will now be my bedroom, and the small apartment I will use for occasional rental, hoping it will generate some income. But there's still lots to do. So in the guest bedroom, the door needs to be hung. The bathroom, I have the door fitted. That cost $80 to install. So in here, I've primed the floor, I'm going to paint it. But in here needs painting. All the door frames need to be completed. And the proper trim put in all around the doors. This bedroom, which is quite a large bedroom actually, but I'm using it as a storage. All this needs to be done. A door needs to be hung. Now, the kitchen counter was installed. So I'm in the process of plumbing in the tap, but I've come across some issues. The fittings are not lined up, so that's causing me some problems. Here needs painting. The kitchen counter to install cost me $450 Bajan, and that doesn't include the materials. Okay, so all in here needs clearing. The floor needs something doing to it. I'm storing some stuff for a friend in here. This area here, I need to make some kind of shelving so I can store all the paints and bits of wood that I've got lying around. It's quite a deep area, so I'm going to put some shelves up and eventually put a door on. So I need a door here. I primed the floor, and it'll need painting, and the plumber plumbed in the tap but it didn't tighten it, so I've got to figure out how to tighten that. I don't have the tools and I really don't want to buy a special tool for that, so that's another issue. So there's a lot left to do that doesn't appear obvious at first glance, but quite a lot of work left. The first job, I noticed when we get a lot of rain, this back wall gets very wet. And let me show you why. Come with me outside and up these stairs. This will be, eventually, the third apartment. In my mind, this would be where I'd live. The views are spectacular to me, and you can see the ocean in the distance. Now here's the problem. These bricks that make up the outside wall, which needed to be built in order for the roof to go on, it's hollow. So when it rains heavy, the water seeps in and wets that back wall, as I've shown you. So what needs to be done is some kind of cap to cap off all these bricks at the top here to stop the water from getting down. So I bought some flashing and I'm going to place the flashing along the top. Now I could hire someone to do this, but it will cost me probably about 300 Bayesian, and I don't want to spend the budget on this, so I'm going to have to do it myself, and I'm a little nervous, I won't lie. This roll of flashing costs just under $60, and it should be enough to go all the way around. I've already done some. I've put some up already, so I'm just finishing off the job. And as you can see, I'm nervously. I don't like heights at all, but it's quite safe. So I'm doing it myself. Number 2, there is a gap between the 2 front doors, do you see? And this is where the lizards and the other insects enter and leave as if this is their apartment. So I am going to sort that out today. Apparently, this is called a command strip. So I'm going to put one on the outside and one on the inside. And when I get round to sanding and painting the door, it will all blend in. Now the next job is to fit the kitchen sink. Now the plumber has already put all the technical bits in, so it's just a question of me putting in the straightforward pipes and connecting the tap. So with the help of YouTube, I should be okay. This is a job that would probably cost me about 200 Bayesian dollars, and it all mounts up. This job ended up testing my patience. The flexible pipe or tube or whatever it's called wasn't long enough, so I had to go and get another piece, and then I had to go and get the adapter to join the two together. Oh, it was a right song and dance, but I stuck with it because I didn't want to spend the money on a plumber. And I got the job done. Were, however, jobs I couldn't do, so I had to get the professionals in. Part of the floor in the large apartment was shot, so I had to get that done. There were lots of little holes in the second apartment that needed to be mortared. The gap under the door needed to be mortared. So in total, the job cost just under 900 Bajan dollars, which is quite a significant chunk out of my budget, but there was no other way, it had to be done. I have the 2-bedroom doors hung. They cost 300 each to buy and 200 to install. Electrician came and sorted out the shower so I could get hot water. The shower cost me $100. He has yet to come back and do the hob. I will make the kitchen cabinets once I move in. Guests arrive in 2 weeks, so that's the time I have to make this place habitable for me to live in. Join me next time to see how I'm getting on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.